Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Right at the core of the Christian faith, there's this idea that seems almost paradoxical. Where our sin increases, God's grace increases even more. Now, if that's true, well, it leads to a pretty sneaky question, doesn't it?
Right? Why not just keep on sinning to get more grace? I mean, if God's generosity really shines when He's forgiving our mistakes, shouldn't we, give Him more chances to be generous? It's a logical question, but it demands an answer that's way deeper than just a simple yes or no.
And the answer you get from the Bible isn't just no. It completely flips the script on the whole question. For someone who believes, asking this is kind of like a fish asking if it should try living on the sand. The two things are they're completely incompatible.
So the response is immediate, and it is forceful. By no means. In the original Greek, this is about the strongest way you can say no. It's not just, I disagree. It's an expression of complete shock, of moral and logical horror. It's a gut reaction that says, that thought doesn't even make sense.
And here's the reason why. The comeback isn't a lecture. It's a counter question that points to a whole new reality. How can we who died to sin still live in it? See, this isn't about telling you what you shouldn't do. It's a statement about what is now impossible. It's like asking how a dead man can get up and walk to the office. The question itself is absurd once you understand the situation.
So what does it even mean to have died to sin? Well, it's not about suddenly becoming perfect and never messing up again. Not at all. It's a statement about your core identity and your relationship to sin's power. It points to this one-time, finished event where your connection to sin's authority over you was decisively severed. Think of it like this. Your old citizenship was revoked. You just don't live under that government anymore.
Okay, so if this death happened, how and when? The Bible uses this really powerful picture of baptism to help us grasp this spiritual reality. It's so much more than just a religious ceremony. It's a living illustration of our entire journey.
This next bit is put as a question that everyone's supposed to know the answer to. Do you not know? It's like saying, hey, don't you remember this? This is foundational stuff. The key to our whole dilemma is really getting what happens when someone is spiritually baptized into Christ. Baptism pictures this incredible three-step reality. First, there's a spiritual union with Christ. You're brought into Him. Second, because you're united with Him, His death becomes your death. It paid the penalty for sin, sure, but it also broke its ruling power. And third, you're buried with Him. Going under the water is a picture of a burial. And we only bury what's already dead. It marks the final, definitive end to that old life.
But here's the kicker. You don't stay buried. The whole point of this death isn't just to get rid of something old. It's to start something completely new. In this story, the whole purpose of the grave is to lead to a resurrection.
The goal is spelled out perfectly clear. We were buried with Him in order that we too might walk in newness of life. This new life, it's not some side effect or a bonus feature. It's the entire reason for the death and burial. It's the whole point of the transformation.
And this phrase, newness of life, this is where it gets really exciting. The original language suggests a life that's brand new in its very quality and kind. We're not talking about just a patched-up, renovated version of your old life. No, this is a completely different kind of existence. It's resurrection life, and it's powered by the very same divine glory that brought Jesus back from the dead.
I mean, the contrast could not be more dramatic. The old life, it was ruled by sin's power, a life of spiritual death. The new life, it's empowered by Christ's resurrection, a life of spiritual newness. It's like you got a complete operating system upgrade.
So, all this deep theology, what does it mean for, your life on a Tuesday? Well, it has huge practical implications. It totally changes how we approach our daily lives, shifting us from a mindset of performance to one of reality.
Let's look at this chart. In a performance mindset, you see sin as something you just have to try harder to avoid, maybe to earn God's favor or stay out of trouble. But in an identity mindset, sin is something you're already dead to. Your motivation isn't to earn anything, it's to respond to the incredible grace you've already been given. And the foundation isn't your own effort and willpower, it's Christ's finished work and who you now are.
When you put it all together, it means basically everything has changed. Your core identity isn't sinner anymore. It's more like a saint who still sometimes sins. Your master is no longer sin. Sin's reign is broken. Your power source? It switches from your own limited willpower to unlimited resurrection power. And your whole life's trajectory has been rerouted from a dead end to eternal life.
This one verse just captures the whole story so perfectly. The burial has a purpose, resurrection. The death has a goal, a new kind of life. It's not about trying harder. It's about walking in a reality that's already been established for you and in you. So, we end up by flipping our original question on its head. The real issue was never about trying to game the system of grace. It's all about identity. Once you really get that you've been raised from the dead to a completely new kind of life, the question becomes, why would anyone who's been brought back to life choose to go back and live in a graveyard? Now that's a thought that changes everything. Thanks for digging into this with us on The Explainer.